the light, this ain't the light foreclosure. Y'all already know what time it is. I got the black V-neck on. Love and Hip Hop New York is back, and we got some familiar faces, girl. Chrissy and Jim Jones made their way back to Love and Hip Hop. They are the originators on the Love and Hip Hop theme. We haven't seen her in a while. We have seen Jim Jones in the news for the foreclosed home stuff. Jim Jones has tried to address it a little bit, saying that he forgot about it and all these other things. Girl, we know y'all ain't got no money. Jim Jones ain't got no money. As scary as he is in the New York scene and everywhere else, girl, you should be scared of them collectors because they coming for your coin. They coming for your coin. So Chrissy and her mola back, stack is stack. I'm glad Chrissy is back. The intro to Love and Hip Hop New York look docu-series style. Like y'all did it. It was cute. I liked it. It was just giving me like, girl, this is the elite. Even though Love and Hip Hop New York is not the most watched. I think honestly you can give it to Atlanta, but Atlanta has kind of like went away after Jocelyn and some other stuff, and it's just being fake and it's too much. But girl, it was funny nonetheless. So how is this going to work with the history of Kimbella and you know, Chrissy, and as well as our favorite homonstrous Yandy and Chrissy. So girl, let's go get into this review. So we're gonna be talking about episode 1 and 2. Girl, they gave us a 2-hour special. I don't know how to feel about that. I will be reviewing the Love and Hip Hop Hollywood Reunion Part 2. I think they got a Part 3 too. I will be reviewing that after this. But I just want to go ahead and get Love and Hip Hop New York out the way and talk about what I've seen and stuff. As I said, Chrissy and Jim Jones is back. We also got, you know, Yandy is out here throwing an event to talk about mass incarceration. Girl, they shaded butts, put the camera right on Remy Ma got her stuff going on. She's experienced her stuff, you know, being in jail, whatever. Now she's getting ready to work on her album. She's talking about her album, 7 Summers, what is it? 7 Winters, 10 Summers. I don't know what it is, but Remy Ma is, you know, being talked about like, girl, we need to get this started, what's going on. And her and Pap are going through a situation where, you know, Pap is trying to be the support, and Remy Ma has a lot going on. She's allegedly saying that she's working on the album, people want the album, and she just can't put on the thong and just dance and stuff like everybody else. They expect bars. True enough, we do expect bars from you, Remy Ma, but girl, to kind of shade and say that, you know, you can't put on the thong and do it. I feel like under your management, when Vince was managing you, I feel like that's the history. I feel like that's the direction you was going to, and so that you was like, girl, because you had changed your style up a little bit, and girl, like, girl, I don't know. I think Pap is doing a good job of supporting Remy. I think Remy, like, girl, I really don't want to hear nothing about you and State of the Culture. I'm glad that we can actually got you on Love and Hip Hop and doing something else other than give your opinion, because girl, we can tell that you don't read no books. Not even in jail, girl. Only books you reading is the books that's being paid on your for you to get some cigarettes and stuff in the jail cell. So moving on. Kimbella is doing good. She done pawned Joel's teeth to pay the rent for the couple of months. Joel's is gone, suffering sucker cash. Just every time I see him. She's just so happy to be married or whatever. Like, girl, this man had to been sent to jail for him to marry you, girl. I mean, girl, you like it, I love it. So she is meeting up with Chrissy, and Chrissy's just like, girl, I don't want no more drama. Like, I want us to be cool and all of this. And she kind of apologized a little bit. Then we get into this conversation about where was Yandy at? Because Yandy has always said that she was trying to help Kimbella out. Like, I was trying to protect you, Kimbella. And I don't know what you were talking about, but I was doing my best to try to protect you. So we saw 2 different clips. We saw the clip where, like, the first time that Yandy was trying to protect her. Then the second clip, girl, what's her name had, you know, ramshacked her. But it was nothing for her to do because Chrissy had just rammed up on her. But Yandy, girl, you was just look like, now you in distress. Like, when you was seeing it go on, you was just not like stopping or whatever. But girl, I ain't getting over the way of Chrissy, like, she don't play, girl. Like, every time her mole get bigger, she can get into her final form. And I would just be staying away from that, period. So Kimbella and Chrissy seem to be on good terms, but Yandy ain't interested in it. Yandy doesn't seem like she's interested in nothing. She doesn't understand why Kimbella is about to like getting cool with her or whatever. So you got them sitting down like Chrissy, girl, I called some shade. You were throwing some shade at Jonathan. You said when you were talking, when you first met him, he was a retail associate or something. He was doing makeup or whatever. No tea, no shade. While you're here throwing shade at Jonathan for doing whatever, man, maybe you and Jim Jones need to do some DoorDash or some Uber or some Lyft, because y'all house is getting foreclosed on, and girl, you still ain't got no wedding ring. Like, girl, y'all been together almost a decade, and the only thing you got is a deed to the house, deed to a foreclosed house. The shade truly writes itself. Buden and Cyn Santana broken up, they're not talking. The blogs are reporting, as well as me, that whole storyline is not true. Buden probably did. I'm not gonna say that Buden hasn't probably cheating on her, but they ain't broke up. That's a storyline that they came up with to have us watching and stuff. I just don't believe that. Like, Buden was just dealing with a situation where he had to take Geritol to get it up. So I'm just like, girl, I doubt that he is cheating. It's just a scheme that Todd came up to us, to production, to come to us with the bull crap, and we continue to watch. But it's cute. It's all cute. I enjoy it. I did love that Pap did hold Buden responsible for the things that he has done or whatever the stuff. I love how Pap is just like, no, that you apologize, that you do whatever. Like, I love that. I love Pap. I think his energy is good when he was rapping at Remy Ma's, what was it, album release party? No, it was a jail release party. Like, him rapping about black love, I love it. I think Pap really does care about this image of black love and all of that. And you can just see Remy Ma smiling and stuff. It was a beautiful thing. So during the event, you got Buden walking up on, who he walk up on? Safaree and Mena. Mena Mondays. Girl, Mena really think that. That's so hilarious to me. And Mena, she like has talked to some folks, and you know, she's a little awkward. You know, Rich Dollars and her ain't on the best of terms. Rich Dollars said when he was shaking the hand, he'd rather have spit on his hand than to shake, I think, what's the name's hand or whatever. But it doesn't seem like Mena is interested in no type of friendship with Rich Dollars or whatever, because he was very disrespectful. And I don't blame Safaree for being protective of Mena, just saying, hey, this is the mother of my child. Like, you just not gonna be saying these off the wall things and things about her, and I'm just not gonna stand for it. So I'm definitely here for him doing that. And I mean, that's just Safaree. But seeing them lay up in the bed, let me tell you something, girl. Sis, Erica, your lips was out here shape-shifting. I don't know how that was possible, but your lips were shape-shifting. One time you was in the bed laying up, like it was just a bunch of plastic laying in the bed. You got Safaree, his plastic hairline, and you got you and your plastic lips, and y'all just both in love. And girl, I don't know. I'm about to say, I ain't gonna say that. So back on the foreclosure with Chrissy and Jim Jones. Chrissy is upset about that, so she ends up calling Jim Jones and telling Jim Jones, like, hey, like, that stuff is affecting my business and all of that stuff. So, you know, and Jim Jones is not taking it serious. He's just not taking it serious. He's just like, you know, it is what it is. I forgot, there's a lot going on. But if I'm not mistaken, the house was foreclosed on is actually the house they live in. I thought it was just another house or something. Girl, y'all just ain't had no money. Like, what I want in 2019 is the folks to, like, I want people to leave the fake stuff in 2019 when it comes to lying about finances. I think I'm gonna do a leave it in 2019 or leaving in a decade video, and that's gonna be probably my #1 thing, is leaving that boasting stuff in 2019. Let's move on to the next decade and just being honest about what's going on. Celebrities be blind and posting and stuff. You got Trina was doing it, and girl with that robe stuff, y'all always mad at me talking about that. I really don't care. And now you got Jim Jones and Chrissy. Like, girl, if y'all are doing so good financially, why do y'all have to come back to this show? Y'all need the show. Mena talked so much mess about not coming back to Love and Hip Hop. Now she's on here. It's just like, girl, it's a mess. So the house is foreclosed on. Chrissy's trying to figure out what to do with that, and she's just a little bit upset about it. And her business partner is upset about it. Like, girl, you're gonna cost us money, and you're gonna have to pay up. That just doesn't make any sense. You're just not telling me that you didn't know your house getting foreclosed on. I just don't believe that. So we get to Remy Ma and Fat Joe, and Fat Joe is just telling Remy Ma, like, look, you got to get in the studio. Ain't nobody trying to hear it. Like, I done seen African women around here carrying babies and doing all that. I was just like, Fat Joe, please shut up. You don't know what you're talking about. I think Remy Ma has a lot going on. I think that Remy Ma, it is kind of possible. It's not the same for everybody. Like, Remy Ma probably doesn't have the same resources as some other people to be, and maybe she just don't want to do both. Maybe she just wants to spend a little bit more time with her child. Like, she's already had complications in the past with conceiving and like whatever. So I can understand, like, girl, I'm a little bit more attached to my child. So, and there's nothing wrong with that. But Fat Joe going all off and just telling women what other women have done, I'm just like, I know some folks can take it as like encouraging words, but it's just like, Fat Joe, it's not your place as a man, as a cis man, to be a cis hetero man, to be out here telling this woman, oh girl, you need to be, I'm seeing women out here doing, so you need to be out here doing. So it's just like, it's just not the tea, it's just not here. So Chrissy sits down with the girls and Jonathan, and they're talking about what is going on with the foreclosure stuff, and who brings it up? Nobody other than Yandy. Yandy brings up the whole stuff with the foreclosure, and Kimbella thought it was messy. She said, girl, no, that's messy as hell. That's not cool to be doing that. And Yandy was like, well, girl, I'm out here just reading the stuff off. Like, I'm just out here reading it. And I think they get into like a little heated, it was a little bit heated argument or whatever, and Kimbella just said, girl, I don't want to be a part of this. And she gets up and walked off. Yandy is having a hard time trying to understand how Kimbella is so cool with somebody who stomped a hole in her not too long ago. And I'm a little confused by that too, but I ain't gonna drag her too much because that happened so long ago. And it's probably, I guarantee they had a conversation before, prior to her coming on the show and doing whatever. I don't think these folks didn't know that Chrissy was coming back and Jim Jones is coming back. Judging from the stuff we saw, the clips and stuff for this upcoming season, like Chrissy gonna be trying to gather Yandy and let her know what the tea is and stuff. I don't know what episode it's gonna be. I thought it was gonna be on episode 2, but it wasn't. This season of Love and Hip Hop New York, this is their season 10. This like been going like what, 10 years now. Judging from the stuff we've seen, I think this might be a decent season of Love and Hip Hop New York. Seems like they're doing a little bit more old school, a little bit more like we are, a little bit more established or whatever. We ain't gonna be doing them silly storylines like the other younger cast and stuff. We're gonna be doing very grown folks type of and I can see it a little bit, but y'all very grown folks are not having like making grown decisions. Y'all houses getting foreclosed on, and I'm just not understanding that. I'm just not getting it at all. So we all know that every other season, Love and Hip Hop or whatever franchise always does a wedding. Safaree and Mena are looking for a venue to do the wedding in, and they preparing for that. This is gonna be something because y'all know Joe Buden, and who is not Joe Buden, but Rich Dollars, and them don't have the best of history and stuff. And I want to see how this is gonna work out, but I don't know when they're gonna be doing Safaree and Mena's special for their wedding stuff. It's probably gonna be sometime next year or something, girl. We'll see. Maybe it's gonna be in an episode or something. I don't think they're gonna give them their own special because Mena and Safaree just don't pull in that much. It's just not that good. But this was a decent episode of Love and Hip Hop New York. The first 2 episodes, girl, y'all damn near like 2 hours was a lot for the first episode, and for us to wait for Love and Hip Hop Hollywood at 10 o'clock. 9 o'clock Central Time. It's just like, girl, no ma'am. Y'all should have had 1 hour. But I understand, like, I understand that Love and Hip Hop New York and Love and Hip Hop Miami don't perform as well as the other shows. Y'all have to combine it and make people stay on the TV for 2 hours. But girl, it's a lot. That is a lot of stuff to be trying to like to consume on a Monday night, girl, listen. So I can't promise I'll be doing Love and Hip Hop New York reviews every week. I'm gonna judge by how y'all watch this review and all that other stuff. I will be going ahead and do my Love and Hip Hop Hollywood Part 2 reunion, so make sure to check that out. Let me know what y'all thought about this Part 1. Let me know what y'all thought about Episode 1 and then Episode 2 of Love and Hip Hop New York. I just kind of combined it and just reviewed it all together because I wasn't going to be talking about all the irrelevant stuff. I was going to consolidate it for y'all, but if there's anything that I missed, please let me know in the comments and I'll talk about it in my next review. Thank you so much for watching. Check out my other videos and the playlist and stuff. Check out all that content out, honey, and I'll talk to you later on tonight. Bye.
It started to look like snowy. It's snowing here in St. Louis. Woo! Started to look like snowy.